Welcome. This is AllMinucOne Quick Shots. So, folks, today, what do I want to talk about? Well, I want to talk about your rights. And I want to ask you a question. Do you understand the difference between positive and negative rights? See, negative rights are things that I must do and I am responsible for, and I cannot enforce upon you. Positive rights are things that I require you to do for me in order for me to have things. Now, the question here is, what happens if society completely falls apart? And I'm not saying this to be hyperbolic, like I'm afraid that this is going to happen, but I'm just saying, without society, let's say society breaks down. Let's pretend the coof is way worse than it actually is and decimates the population, like the Black Death, as well as the crazy Marxists in the streets get their way and murder a large percentage of the population. Let's say we go into a deep civil war and all that is left are scraps that must be rebuilt. Who then provides you with your rights? Who then provides you with your health care that you suggest is a human right at the expense of someone else's labor? See, I call that slavery. That thing, where you force someone else to work for you. But I understand what slavery is. Most of you who are on the left do not. You believe that forcing other people to do things for your own good is them being a good person. No, that's them having to do, it's called compulsion. It's them having to do something or you will potentially hurt them. And if not, you'll use the government to defer that power, and the government will do it by the force of a gun. You are not well-developed individuals. You do not think well, and you just have a poor philosophy of life. Me, I'm going to go move in the mountains. I'm going to buy some acreage. I'm going to hunt and fish, and I'm going to have my own land, and I'm going to do my own thing. And maybe I'll set up a business or something. And I'll probably keep making videos like this. But think about that. Think about who is going to help you when society breaks down. So currently in Libya, the country was absolutely decimated by the United States, and they have an open slave market where you can buy men for somewhere between $200 and $400. I guess it depends on the time of the year and the quality of the man. Think about that. Who protects their right to freedom? See, I have an answer to this. It's a pretty simple answer. The only person that protects my rights to anything is me. Governments do not give rights. They only take them away. Our Constitution was based on the idea of negative rights, that certain rights were there, and it was there to limit what rights the government could take away. But you have forgot your responsibility to uphold those rights for yourself. And so slowly, over time, your great-grandparents, your grandparents, and your parents have allowed their rights to be stripped away by the government. They've gotten into tribalism and tribal politics. And therefore, we have a bloated government that can say, well, 0.02% of the population may die who have pre-existing conditions of this thing. And therefore, we can strip and take away all of your rights. See, I have a right to defend myself because my life is my property. My body is my property. You do not have a right to take it away from me because you do not own me. If you have a right to take away my life, that makes me a slave. I am never going to be your slave. I can promise you. You can do whatever you wish to me. I will go to my death espousing what I believe. So, just think about that. Who gives you your rights when there is no one there to protect you? When there is no one there to provide you with the health care, when there is no one there to feed you food, when there is no one there to build you a house. See, I don't believe in any of that that positive right nonsense. That's just people demanding things of other people. That is just a form of slavery. So that's all I got, folks. I hope you enjoyed. That's been all -1 quick shots. Please, you all be well.